salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and today I'm going to be talking about some holiday romance novellas. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Cheers to the Christmas season. Today is December 1st, the first day of Vlogmas. We are doing Vlogmas again this year, and I am so stinking excited. So cheers to that. Vlogmas is that every single day in the month of December, I will be posting a video, back-to-back videos of me for you, and it's going to be primarily book videos. I'm not going to be vlogging every single day. That doesn't really work for my channel because I'm a bookish related channel. I will mainly have book related content, so like my regular content sprinkled in with some lifestyle videos. It's also the first video of Trope Week, so if you don't know what Trope Week is, we're also doing that with Vlogmas. And what Trope Week is that for an entire week I pick a very specific romance trope and I give you a bunch of recommendations every single day. And this week I'm also collabing with some of my favorite YouTubers. The whole playlist of all my Trope Weeks down below. It has like 30 plus videos. I have so many tropes in there, like second chance romance, poly romance, friends to lovers romance, a bunch of historical romance recommendations. So if there's a trope this week that you wanted and you didn't see, it's probably because I've already done it. Today I'm going to be collabing with my dear friend Tiffany from Neverland Pixie. She is phenomenal. If you don't follow her right now. Follow her right now. Energy is the most positive, electric, just amazing energy that I've ever experienced. Very similar reading taste where we love our romances to just be a little wild. So we decided to do holiday romance novellas, and I know she has a ton of recs. Some of the books on my list are because of her that she told me to read. If you guys hear any background noise, my sister is keeping me company. She's coloring and drawing on the bed. So if you hear anything, that is my lovely sister. Okay, so the first recommendation I think I read last year, and when I tell you this is my perfect novella, I loved this book. I don't think any holiday novella can get any better, and that is Let It Snow by Cassie Cross. Follows our main characters, Amy and Josh, who have been best friends since they were little kids. They grew up together and they also went to high school and college together, but Josh is actually headed back to his hometown, leaving Amy alone for like the very first time in their lives. They're being separated. Decide that they're going to take a road trip back to their hometown, and it's like their last hurrah. They're kind of reminiscing in their childhood and doing all of their traditions together because the next year they won't be together. They've always been friends and they've never wanted to ruin their friendship, but they're on their way home and they get stuck in a snowstorm in the cutest little small town. And it's a one bed trope, it's a snowed in trope, some steamy times happen. It is so freaking cute. It's not too long, it's the perfect length. This one was slightly steamy, not like Jessica Kane steamy, but it was just like perfect sugar and spice and everything nice. Talk about an Omegaverse. I love Omegaverse. If you don't know what that is, I do have a video explaining it on my channel, but it's kind of like a shifter world where there's alphas, omegas, and betas. Usually they don't actually shift. It's more like soulmates and fated mates energy. And the one that I love so much is Sweater Weather. I cannot pronounce this. Sweater Weather by Laura Lee M. Hart. This follows our hero, Stuart, who ends up inheriting his grandmother's bed and breakfast, but he's really not sure how to run it. Reservations aren't coming in. He's doing all of this work just by himself, and he really needs some help. And that is where our alpha Roland ends up rolling in. That was so cheesy, stop. So it's Christmas and there is this ginormous snowstorm and Roland has nowhere to stay. So he ends up at this bed and breakfast, but they end up getting stuck. So this is also another snowed in trope. And all of these people are booking reservations because there's literally nowhere else to stay. And our Omega has no idea how he's going to do it all by himself. So that's where our Alpha helps him and they end up running the bed and breakfast together, even though they literally just met. It's the perfect meet cute. It's at a bed and breakfast during the Christmas time, one bed trope, snowed in trope, just everything. Perfect. Our characters are so sweet together. If you like a cinnamon roll hero, this is the book for you because both of our characters are cinnamon roll heroes. They're so sweet with each other. I love this book. No, I cannot have a novella video without talking about Cassie Mintz. I mean, come on. She is my favorite novella author next to Marina Vivancos. I also love her dearly, but she doesn't have any Christmas novellas now that I think about it. Anyways, let me talk about Cassie Mint. The first one is The Gift. What I love about Cassie Mint is she will pick a theme. I've said this so many times. I'm so sorry. I literally sing her praises in every video, but for very good reason, okay? If you haven't read her by now, I need you to read her. She usually picks a theme. Has one of like mafia romances. She has one of small town romances. She has like summer themed romances. One is called her Winter Warmer series, which is a bunch of novellas set during the winter time. Not all of them are Christmas themed. So if you're just kind of looking for like winter-esque novellas, this entire mini-series is great because you can read them out of order. They all follow a very similar theme. And this one, The Gift, does take place around Christmas time. So our heroine works at the post office for a very, very, very small island. Like, I'm talking tiny. Get a lot of people there, but they do get scientists who stay on their island for research. And she is like madly, deeply obsessed with the local shy scientist that lives on this island with them. There's tradition on this island, kind of like a secret Santa, where they leave little gifts for each other to perk themselves up for the grueling winter time, because it's like completely dark during the winter for them. Is this in Alaska? I don't know. Heroine decides to shoot her shot. She decides to shoot her shot, and she goes up to him and offers herself, her body yada yada, to him as a gift. And he accepts. This is the cutest romance because we have two virgin characters, a virgin hero and a virgin heroine, that are completely gone for each other and exploring that steamy time, that romance during the Christmas season. And it's perfect, it's wonderful, it's divine. Highly recommend. The next one that I love is called Santa Baby. I have a few Santa romances towards the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But the next one is Santa Baby by Cassie Mint. Heroine works at a bar. She's going through a really tough time, escaping something from her life. She's not close to her family. She doesn't have a ton of money, and she's just kind of stuck. And our hero is the owner of the bar and offers her a place to stay as well as a place to work. It's an age gap romance. He's older than her, and it's also kind of a taboo romance because he is her boss. And everyone in the bar kind of nicknames him as Santa because he leaves gifts for everyone and takes care of everyone, and they end up forming a romance over the Christmas season, and it's super cute and super steamy and such a good age gap romance. The next one is Christmas Spirit by Ali Reichardt. This one is a little longer than your typical novella. I think it's right below 200 pages, but it's under 200 pages, so I'm considering it a novella. Anyways, this one has so many tropes. It's age gap, it's enemies to lovers, it's an office romance, a snowed in romance, a one bed trope. All of the tropes are just thrown into this book, and it's divine. So this is a male-male romance. Our heroes work together at like this prestigious hotel. One of our heroes is this older, refined chef. Like, he's world-renowned. His food, delicious. People love him. He's so famous. Amazing. And then our other hero is the dishwasher. And they have kind of an enemies to lovers vibe going on because our hero, who's like the renowned chef, is a little bit of a jerk in the kitchen and doesn't treat our other hero that well. Home for Christmas, and they're headed in the same direction, so they end up like carpooling to the airport, but they are in the middle of a snowstorm. They get stranded, and they can only find this lonesome hotel that is absolutely magical. This is like Christmas in a hotel. Hotel does have a little bit of magic to it, which you will see in the book, but of course there's only one room and there's only one bed. So they end up sharing the bed and having some fun, steamy times as they're snowed in. This one is a series of short stories, and it is called There Arose Such a Clatter by C.M. Niscosta. And this is Krampus. Krampus Christmas, okay? He is going around. He's going around and getting all those naughty girls throughout Christmas, and you know what? You know, he's having some fun, okay? This is a Krampus Christmas novella, and it takes you through like a series of short stories of him punishing people. It's like the opposite of a Santa romance. It's Krampus going around, having steamy times, like BDSM type style. You know, it's great. It's really great. This one is The Christmas Pact by V. Keeland. I love the audiobook for this one. This is an office romance. So our characters are kind of enemies to lovers vibes at first. They have the same name, the same first name, or the same last name. I can't recall. So they're always getting sent each other's emails. And our heroine's getting real irritated with getting all these emails. Okay, she doesn't even know who this person is, and she's just getting all his emails, and he like responds to her like in a very snarky way, and they have like a back and forth situation via email at their work. Go to their Christmas party, and finally they get to meet each other, and there's a chemistry that they weren't expecting. They end up realizing that they can help each other, so they end up making a pact that they're going to be with each other during the holidays so that their families can leave them alone about not being married, about not bringing significant others. So they're going to like bring each other. They made a pact to like stick together and like pretend to date so they can get through the holidays without their family bugging them. So that's the premise of this book, and it is super cute. It turns into an enemies to lovers slash fake dating situation. This one is called Merry Inkmas by Talia Hibbert. So our hero is a tattoo artist. I'm sure you could tell by the title and the cover, and he is completely smitten with this girl who works at a coffee shop, and he like purposely goes into this fancy coffee shop even though he doesn't even like coffee just to see this girl, and she ends up getting fired for trying to do something nice for someone. He feels bad. He also feels responsible because he was there, so he ends up offering her a job at his tattoo parlor. So it's an office romance. He's been completely obsessed with her since he saw her in the coffee shop, and now she's working for him, so they're in like close proximity, and they're trying to like not ruin that work office relationship, but of course they fall for each other. This next one is so cute. It's a Date by Claire Heighton Stevenson. I hope I pronounced that last name correctly. This is on Kindle Unlimited. A lot of these are on Kindle Unlimited, and this is a friends to lovers sapphic romance. They've been best friends for literally ages, and they haven't had the best of luck when it comes to romances, so they're trying to like help each other find dates for the holiday season, but really they just end up spending the holiday season together, and they are completely and totally in love with each other, and everyone can see that but them, and they're trying not to ruin their relationship. And what is so stinking cute about this romance is that their students, because like I said, they're both teachers, their students literally set them up on like blind dates and like try to get their teachers to be close. They're like watching them from the window while they're on dates, like trying to make sure everything is going smoothly, and they're leaving secret Santa gifts with like each other's name on it, and they're literally like setting them up, and it's such a fun romance. This one is more sweet than steamy, but I absolutely love it. I love sapphic romances. I love friends to lovers. The idea of the students playing matchmaker was so funny to me. It was a really good one. The next ones I'm gonna try to go through really quickly because these are all my Santa romances, which could have been another video. I need to really start thinking how to break up this content, but I'm just gonna talk about it here. First one is called The Naughty List by Ellie Mae McGregor. And I cannot say it without saying The Naughty List. This one is spicy, steamy, decadent. Heroine is recently divorced and is spending the very first Christmas season without her kids. Her ex was trash. He was trash. Surprising them with a cruise right before Christmas so that they would spend Christmas with him and not their mom. So she's going through a little bit of a pity party. She's on the couch, a little bit upset about it. And as she is, you know, reading some steamy romance on her Kindle, Santa comes down the literal chimney. Actual Santa. He is sexy. He is sexy. He ends up, you know, giving her a gift for Christmas, and it's real cute, it's real steamy, and I loved it. The next one is called Her Night with Santa by Adriana Herrera, and this is a sapphic romance. This is a female Santa, which I just absolutely adore. One of our heroines owns a business. She owns a business for toys for adults, you know what I mean? And she needs a break. She needs to spend the Christmas just like relaxing. She's been working. Her dad ends up saying like, hey, I have this friend who has this awesome house. You can stay there. Go stay there. Well, it turns out that this house, yeah, it's Santa's house. It's Santa's house. Santa, I mean, just went around, delivered all these toys. She also needs to relax, so they relax together, and it's great. Adriana Herrera is my favorite. I love her with my whole heart, body, and soul. She has another Christmas novella. How did I forget about this one? This one is called Mangoes and Mistletoes. If you like the Great British Baking Show, this is the book for you. This is another sapphic romance. Both of our characters are in like a baking competition together that's Christmas related. Getting paired together, and they have completely different baking styles. It's a little bit of an enemies to lovers situation because they didn't really want to be paired together, but they end up making it work and forming a romance as they're killing the competition. So love this one to pieces. Next one is Santa's Favorite by Madeline Taylor. This is another sapphic romance. So our heroine She works at a department store, kind of like a Macy's, and she is a personal shopper. So she like goes around, finds the gifts, wraps them, delivers them, yada, yada, yada. She ends up meeting the mall Santa, who happens to be a girl, and there is an instant chemistry with one another, and they have like an office romance. Super cute, super steamy, loved it. This one is Santa's Helper, which I just recently read in a video that you should see soon. I don't know when it's going up. And it's Santa's Helper by Shay Sanders. This one, our heroine is also recently divorced, spending the first Christmas without her kids. So she goes back to her hometown. Before her kids leave, she wants to get a picture with a black Santa that is in like this specific mall. It's like a tradition that she had when she was a kid. Take a picture with this black Santa every single year, and it meant a lot to her and her family. But when she gets there, she realized that the man who played the Santa passed away. The person now taking that role is his son, who is someone that she went on a few dates with in high school, and there was like a slight chemistry, but neither of them really expanded on it because they both like got married and lived their separate lives. But now they're older and they're rekindling that chemistry. She ends up volunteering to work as the elf to help him with all of the kids as they're taking pictures, and they have a fun time rekindling that chemistry that they never got to explore when they were kids. So this one is also really cute, on Kindle Unlimited, highly recommend. That is it, my friends. That is all of my bajillion holiday romance novellas. I have more, so if you want more, let me know. Make sure to check out Tiffany's video. As always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!